Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Now, for these opportunities, we talk about translation and linguistic. For the sub-materials, we can divide into three parts. The first it is translation as an applied linguistics, semantics in translation, and the last pragmatic and translation. Well, I hope by learning these materials, you know the interface between translation and linguistic, and I hope you will have a well linguistic competence in translation. Now we come to the first topic, translation as an applied linguistics. Applied linguistics is an inter and transdisciplinary approach. I hope you know the meaning of inter and interdisciplinary approach. Translation is a complex process since the need of interdisciplinary science. It is to indicate that doing translation we need other science like semantic and pragmatic. By having interdisciplinary science like sociolinguistic, culture, we will have a better competence, we will have a better knowledge in translating. Better production of translation will be achieved through better language competence. It is to indicate that quality of translation depends on the process of translation. Now let's see. There is no language in the world that have same system. System here it refers to the structure. We can see the example here. Example 1. In Indonesian, dia adalah abangku. In target text 1, we can translate he is my brother. Target text 2, he am my brother. Target text 3, he are my brother. As we know that in English and Indonesian have a different system. The word adalah in Indonesian language must be used in nominal sentence of Indonesian language, which reveals a definition. However, in target text, to be is mr was where in English is a must. For example, in nominal sentence, he is my brother. Another system like similarity at the level of phrase. There are difficulties to translate head of Indonesian noun phrases. The head usually presents before modifier unless the modifier are words that indicates the quality or amount such as 1, dua, sebuah, sebutir, beberapa, etc. Instead, modifier in English noun phrases can be used before pre-modifiers and after the head. For instance, the president of country and a very popular president of the United States. The different structure of noun phrase in English and Indonesian is actually a problem in translation. Not to mention the problem of determining the meaning of modifier which form, function and position is same, but the meaning or concept is very different from one to another. For example, in example 2 we can see here the word walking in the walking stick, or with another example like running in running man. We can see from both of sentence, from both of phrase, we have the same noun form, function and position, but differ in meaning and concept. Each word is built from the verb ing and placed before the. The word walking in walking stick explain the purpose or function to the head stick, while for another examples like the word of running in running man explain the activity performed by the head man. It means that man who is walking. So based on these perspectives makes the translation as an extraordinary phenomenon. And translation not only to transcode or transfer the meaning, but also translation is problem of transfer the meaning behind the structure. Well, so this is the background of translation as an applied linguistics. There is a need of interdisciplinary science. It means that in translating source text, we need another science, we need another competence like culture competence, sociolinguistic competence, and other competence. So this is the reasons why translation as an applied linguistic. Okay then, we continue to the next slide. We talk about semantics in translation. As we know that semantic, it is a branch of linguistics. Semantic is the study of meaning of words and fixed words combinations and how these combine to form the meaning of sentences. Knowledge of linguistics, especially for semantics, is absolutely needed in the translation process. Semantic as one of linguistic branches emphasizes the comprehension of words' meaning. Therefore, it is important in translation process. A word can have many meanings. The meanings of words is depend on the context of use. In the translation is absolutely needed a scientific approach to the analysis of meaning, especially those which relate to the analysis of meaning of words and phrase. Semantics is part of linguistics, dealing with the study of meaning, and the main objective is to explain the meaning of words semantically. Well, according to Nida defined meaning into two types. First, referential meaning, and a second, emotive meaning. Referential meaning is also known as denotations meaning, which is associated with the word as a sign of or symbol. On the contrary, emotive meaning or connotation are reactions that are created on the reader with the word. So this is the types of meaning according to Nida, which play a capital role in translation. Referential meaning of words found in a dictionary. However, emotive meaning, we can analyze emotive meaning through context or cultural or linguistics. Like, if someone say that saya benci kamu, the word of benci, it is an example of emotive meaning. It can be benci, benar-benar benci, but it can be benci. Sometimes people translate it into benar-benar cinta. It depends to the context. So we need to analyze the context. Now the last, we talk about pragmatic in translation. Pragmatic is the study of how utterances are used literally, figuratively, or otherwise in communicative act. Translation is not merely about meaning transfer from source language into target language, but also recreating. It means that we need to recreate the new meaning and refilling the similar message with the source text, both in the meaning which contained and style in the text, as effort to find dynamic equivalence. So, in pragmatic, we know the new terms dynamic equivalence. Dynamic, it means that it is not formal equivalence. Now let's see the example here. The crown of thorns. In target language, mahkota singgasana. However, by pragmatic in translation, it is become mahkota duri. Now let's see number 2. Convert the message of Christianity. Mengembalikan rakyat ke agama Kristen. Now let's see. By recreating the similar message, mengkristenkan masyarakat. And the last examples, the secret lives. Kehidupan rahasia, become rahasia itu masih terjaga. This is the pragmatic in translation. We can see the recreating the similar message. We can refilling the similar message, and we can see how the dynamic equivalence from source to the target text. Okay then, I think that's all for this material. If you have a question, you can ask me in our comment and also in our stream in Google Classroom. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. See you next time.